About 9 years before A New Hope, a young Luke Skywalker ran away from his home after getting into an argument with Uncle Owen after he refused to tell his nephew anything about his biological father. As he was making his way through the desert, the winds began to pick up and send sand into Luke, causing him to fall down and begin to cough. As he was coughing, he heard a disfigured voice of Darth Vader making remarks about him from the future. When he looked up, he saw a quick glimpse of the Dark Lord before young Anakin appeared, asking Luke if he was okay. Luke told the boy that he was alright, and that he was relieved that he wasn't a Tusken Raider, to which Anakin reassured him that he wasn't anything that sinister. He then helped Luke up, and they continued through the desert. As they walked together, they began to relate to each other over how they wished they could have known their fathers. Then the winds began to pick up, making Luke sick as he was beginning to get a thing called dust fever. They began to search for shelter before stumbling upon the corpse of a Tusken Raider who was left for dead by his tribe after his bantha died. Luke showed very little sympathy for the dead Tusken Raider, knowing the damage and harm that they were capable of, while Anakin felt bad for the guy, believing that they were violent because they were simply misunderstood. They then found a cave which they would use as shelter while the sandstorm blew over. While in the cave, both of the boys expressed their ambitions of getting off of Tatooine and becoming a pilot. But this chat quickly ended when a wolf-like creature emerged and began attacking them. Unable to fend them off, the boys ran out of the cave and back into the sandstorm. They then stumbled upon a deactivated astromech droid, which Anakin proclaimed he should fix and use to send a signal for help. As he was fixing the droid, Anakin told Luke how he wished he could fix anything and just make the galaxy the way it should be. Although Luke initially agreed, feeling the same way as him, he then said how he believed that people should be able to make their own choices. Anakin disagreed, believing that people usually don't know what's for their own good, which is a nice contrast between their two mindsets on the galaxy, and it also kind of foreshadows what they will become. Anyway, Luke soon began to realize that this whole experience had just been a dream, or in his words, a nightmare, as out of nowhere, a giant krayt dragon appeared and began to attack him. Using just the Tusken Raider's Gaffi stick, Luke was able to defeat the krayt dragon. But as he did, he awoke from his dream/hallucination and was found by Uncle Owen and a few of his friends. They recovered Luke and gave him water. He then asked Owen if he killed the krayt dragon, to which the other men responded with laughter and telling him that it was all just a fever dream. But then Luke began to protest their laughter, stating that it wasn't just a dream, and he had met a boy named Annie and hoped that he was okay. That's when Owen realized that there was something special about Luke, for not only did he survive one of Tatooine's toughest sandstorms, but he also knew his father's childhood nickname. For at that point of his life, Luke had never been told his father's name, let alone his nickname. That was probably the moment Owen realized that Luke may have the same powers that the Jedi of the past had, the same powers that destroyed his father, powers that he needed to keep hidden from not only outsiders but from Luke himself. As Owen wished for the boy to grow up and live a normal life as he originally hoped he would, and not follow the same destructive path as his father before him. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.